Hello, Dark Chris here. Today I would like to show you the next episode of Assetto Corsa Competizione movies. That's the first time when I speak English, so when I'm recording, not the first time in my life, but first time when I'm recording, so please keep that in mind, that I might not talk perfect, but I try my best. As you can see, I'm driving Aston Martin. I was checking if everything is recording, and as far as I see it is, so I'm glad about that. Okay. We're doing 1 hour race at Spa in a very bad conditions, as you can see. It's nearly undrivable with other cars, but Aston Martin is a great car when there is rain, so I hope I won't do any mistake, and we will just go through this hour without any crashes or spins, etc. We'll see, but this is my plan, so I hope I can do it. Cars in front of me will be probably much faster because they are set at 100% skill, and they are really quick when there is rain, so probably this will be a lonely hour. Probably if they make any mistake, I will overtake them, and they will just come to me, and I will have to defend my position, which I will probably do, or maybe not. Maybe I'll just let them go. I don't know. I'm the only car in the Pro M category, so still I will be on the podium in my category, so I actually want to finish that race without any mistakes, without crashes, in those horrible conditions, as far as I can see, or maybe I cannot see because my windscreen is completely filled with water, and we're going so slow, so it will be even worse when the race will start. The visibility will be about, I don't know, 5-10 meters maybe, and I will have to go more than 200 kilometers per hour, which is quite scary. Maybe in real life there, maybe not, but I don't want to crash, so I will brake earlier, just to let you know that I won't be risking today. I just want to finish this race, so that's my plan. Soon, when the race will start, I will talk a bit less, because I want to focus. It's really hard to drive in this game in a conditions like that, which is amazing because it gives you a bit realism, I don't know how to spell that correctly, but I guess you know what I mean. You have to watch out for puddles. It's just really dangerous if you drive through wrong part of a track, because you might just spin for no reason, and that's not nice. So I will try to keep good racing line, but also, which is quite interesting, the Aston behaves just beautiful, I don't know, when driving in a conditions like that, so I hope he will help me to go in double five. Okay, I don't see anything. No, maybe some things, but not many. Okay, I hope my car won't die now, because sometimes the automatic brake while No, I don't see anything. I have to be very careful now. Okay, I see the Lexus in front of me. Okay, I will keep the distance because it's just ridiculous. I don't see anything. Now my car might stall, and I don't want that, so I just give it a lot of acceleration. Okay, the race will start in a moment, so I'm going to focus now.
Green light, good luck again.
Green light. Wow. Great visibility, I must say. I cut it a bit. Okay. Again, but really I just tried not to crash the big puddle there. Okay. So we're behind Lexus. I can probably overtake him, but I will not try to do it if I can crash, so I'll just let him go. They will probably leave me far behind very soon, because they are like superhumans who just drive without seeing anything. Maybe professionals can do that, but I can't. So yeah, I'm sorry, I have to focus now because I don't see anything. Okay, now it's a bit better. Also, it's very slippery. Wow. Much more slippery than I thought. As you can see, they left me far behind. And that's okay, because now I see where I'm going. Come on. Okay. Clean through there. And that's very good. So I need to turn down the traction control because it cuts my power a bit too much. Probably I will regret that soon, but if I spin, but I hope everything will go okay, even when I've got a bit less traction control. Okay, wow, that's really slippery over there. Can I turn? No, I can't. 170 through there is really slow. Conditions are just awful. Normally I go about 250 on that curve, so I don't know if I'm using the right word. Okay. I love the sound of this car. It's just beautiful. The best sounding car in the game. Okay, we're going for third gear. As you can see, I'm still sliding a lot, even when I go flat through there. In normal conditions, this paddle is so full. I'm going to turn up a bit my traction control because that's too dangerous to risk. I'd rather to be slower, but not to spin. Okay. Curbs are amazingly slippery too. I don't want to drive on them. Okay. Wow, I don't see anything again. I have to remember some parts of track and just go without seeing anything. As far as I know, professionals just feel the G-forces with their body and know when to turn, but firstly, I'm in a simulator, so I don't feel the G-forces, and I'm not a professionalist. I'm just sim racer, so I can't do very good laps when I don't see where I'm going. But as far as I know, the AM drivers, or maybe M drivers, I don't know how to spell that in English, also goes slower in real life. I heard an interview with AM driver, and that's what he said, that this year on Spa there were conditions like I've got at this moment, and he said that AM drivers just go slower in conditions like that. I'm in the Pro M category, but well, it's just because there aren't other cars in that category, so I will definitely win. And that's why I've taken the car in Pro M category. It's mildly vary, by the way. In 1.2 version of Assetto Corsa Competizione you can create your own liveries. You could also do it in earlier versions, but it was more difficult. Now you can do it through the game, not through the config files. Whoa, I'm going to overtake him. That's really nice. That's really nice. Okay. Now I will have to defend my position, and that's not what I was exactly looking for in this race. I'd rather to just stay safe, but he's definitely slower than me. Maybe in some parts he will be faster, we'll see. I think in that part, and maybe on straights I am faster, I don't know, we'll see. But now I have to defend, and that's not very good for me, because it's hard to drive there without racing, and if I have to defend, it's really hard. Okay, but I will stay focused, and I hope he will just don't crash into me, because I'm afraid that he will not brake hard enough and he will hit me, but I hope that will not happen. Well, that will be probably very stressful hour as far as I can see, but I hope I can escape, or probably he will overtake me, I don't know. But cars in front, they just disappeared, so my lap times are quite bad. But as I said, I just want to drive safely today, and that's my main goal. So to just finish that race, we'll see if they will crash. I don't know. But back to the topic, I don't know if I was talking something about version 1.2, and I know that the AI was also improved in that version. Oh, he disappeared, but my mirrors are set to show only 20 meters behind me, so probably he is just more than 20 meters behind, but still he is there. Or maybe he pitted, I don't know, and I don't care. But yeah, version 1.2, the AI also was improved, so probably they won't crash, but we'll see. I hope, or maybe not, but you know what I mean. If they crash, I will get positions, so that's nice. But yeah, then they will make better lap times than me, and I will have to defend. So I don't know if I want to have something like that. We'll see. It's just talking. Whoa, very wide there. I mean, normally it isn't wide, but I just try to avoid every curb because curbs are extremely slippery and that's very dangerous to drive on them. Paddle there is also very not nice to change the word from dangerous to something other. Sorry that I probably talk very simply and I don't use many words, but yeah, that's my first movie and I'm trying to talk all the time while I'm also focused on driving, so it's not very easy, to be honest. Okay. Oh yes, I see Lexus again in my mirror. I don't know if you see it. Because, yes, I saw his lights. I didn't see the car, but I saw his lights. So maybe I have to turn up my pace a bit, but we'll see. Oh yes, great move. I wanted to brake a bit later, and that's how it finished. But nothing wrong happened actually, so it's okay. Orush is really dangerous to drive here. There's a paddle at the start of Radion and you have to watch out for that because it's very easy to spin there. I have to brake a bit earlier, or maybe it's okay, but I have to focus because I lost concentration for a while. Okay. But as far as I can see, the Lexus has similar pace to me, or even worse, because he can't keep up. And that's nice news for me. I'm surprised that there were no yellow flags yet. Wow, very wide through there. I have to stop making mistakes because it's just stupid. But the problem is actually with braking. I'm trying to brake later, but that's not working. Okay. I will also talk a bit less because I have to just focus. It's really hard to drive in conditions like that. If you don't believe me, leave me, try yourself. Here is really I have to watch out there. Okay, great. And now the right braking point here, and the next lap is done. Of course we go through bus stop, chicane there, and again on the main straight. Not bad lap time, by the way. Again I'm going too wide. I don't know if the conditions are... if there are more water on the track and it becomes more and more difficult to drive. I've got the impression that that is just happening, but I don't know. Everything is fine so far. We'll see how it goes. Whoa, I have to keep the tighter line because on the wider there is no grip at all. Okay. By the way, 2 minutes 46 in a conditions like that. I guess it's quite okay time, as in real life this year cars were doing similar lap times in a conditions like that, maybe worse, I don't know, but also in rain, so I'm quite happy about that. The AI, however, goes really fast, except Lexus, of course, which is behind me. But other cars are just flying. I don't know how it's that possible, but probably it's just my fault. Okay. It's funny because I go flat through there in a normal conditions, and that's quite strange that I have to brake and remove my foot from acceleration pedal, but yeah, whoa.
Penalty, personal fastest lap.
Personal fastest. Yes, that's the line what I wanted to take in previous laps, but I was braking too late, so now I have corrected that. Up to above Albo, I mean or I don't know if I'm mixing Polish with English. If I do, sorry for that, but I'm mainly focused on driving and I don't think much about talking. Okay, a bit too late on brakes. I must confess that in other car I don't know if I would survive for so long time. Aston is just amazing in rainy conditions. It has got amazing traction control, the ABS, everything works perfectly even in conditions like that. In Lamborghini, at least for me, conditions like that are undrivable. And in Aston I just go very nice. Okay. But yeah, that's how I said. Nothing, no one in front of me, no one behind me. There is that Lexus, but he's struggling pace to me, so I'm not in danger, let's say. I like the fact that I'm improving my lap times.
Behind the car in front in sector 2. Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
I'm losing time in sector 2, but I don't care about it really. You don't have to tell me. I'm rather interested if I'm losing or gaining time to the car which is behind me, but my radio operator doesn't want to tell me that. But I don't see him in my mirrors, so that's amazing. By the way, in version 1.2 there was added the brake usage. I mean, in long endurance races brakes will suffer, and that's why in real life at Spa there is, if I'm right, 5 minutes pit stop where you have to change brakes in your car, and in that version of game I don't know if we will be able to change brakes, for example when we go for 24-hour race, but I know that brakes will perform worse and worse with the time. I don't know how to say that, sorry. I hope you know what I mean. And that's, wow, very, very slippery here, and absolutely no grip. I don't know what happened, if I have taken wider line or something, but that was horrible. I'm glad that I did not end in a gravel trap. For the bus stop, it's the name of that corner, or maybe that chicane, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's just the name of that, so it's not my idea or something, it's just the name. I don't know why it's called like that, but probably because you have to slow down up to 60 kilometers per hour. Probably, I don't know. You can, wow, you can search about that on Wikipedia or somewhere, I don't know. That paddle is so full, really. And in other cars it's really easy to spin there. Aston manages to go through there without any problems, but I have to keep my steering wheel without turning, so I have to remember about that every lap, because it's so easy to spin there. And in real life it also creates a big paddle after the radion, so that's nice. We can also see it in a game. I'm really surprised that there were no crashes yet, no yellow flags, but yeah, only 10 cars, so maybe that's why. Also, it's quite funny because this became just driving around the circuit, not a race, at least for me. But believe me, it's much fun to drive in a conditions like that. I'm not talking because, yeah, I wanted to take those corners correctly. Okay, how many time passed? I don't know. Wow, personal best? That's quite interesting. I didn't think that will be a good lap. I felt like it's rather one of my slowest lap, but yeah, when I just drive, I drive the best, and that's nice. Okay, down to third. That's what I wanted to say earlier, but I said something in Polish, so that was quite funny, by the way, at least for me. And as far as I can see, my car consumes about 3.6 liters of petrol, I don't know, per lap. So it's very low amount, as normally it goes nearly up to 4. But I'm driving in the conditions like that, so I'm giving a lot less acceleration, so I guess that's why. I won't do any pit stop, by the way, because it's only 1 hour, so it's like 1 hour stint, or maybe I should say up to 65 minutes stint, because the maximum time which you can do without pit stop in Baupau, at least at Spa. But in other races, as far as I know, also the 65 hours is a limit. So when I'm driving 60, I don't know if the first lap, I mean that just to, which is not, I don't know the correct word, but which is not racing, we're just driving the first lap to formation lap. I got the same like in Polish, but yeah, I completely forgot about that. So I don't know if the formation lap counts, but I guess no. But I don't know. You can check and tell me. Or maybe I'll check, because I'm curious about that now. But that would be strange if it counts actually, because it's not racing, it's just driving around the circuit. You don't get tired. Okay. Okay, be careful there, like always. Going about 240 now. Let's say that I don't know if I would go that fast in real life. Probably, if I would know the car, but definitely not in those conditions, and with a car that I don't know, so how it behaves, because I did not drive the GT3 car in real life, which I'd love to do someday, but I don't know if I will have opportunity. I would have big problem with G-forces, but probably if I train I wouldn't have problems then. Okay. Through Piff Puffs. That's the next funny name of corners. Okay, don't touch the curbs, because that's not what I want to do. By the way, my tire pressure, I don't think you can see it, but are about 28 bars, so bars or those PSI, I don't know how to tell, but definitely not bars. That other bars would be
halfway mark, still a long way to go.
halfway, okay. PSI, I think. So it's okay. It's the good.
Well away, personal fastest lap.
Again, good lap. Thank you. There's also paddles at this corner, and the car becomes really understeer, and I have to watch out for that because I might go too wide. By the way, I used 42.2 liters of my fuel, and I had 120 in my fuel tank, so I've got too much, definitely too much fuel, but I did not know how much my car will consume, if it's the right word, I don't know. Wow, I have to watch out. Those corners are just amazing in real life. Drivers say that the G-forces on your neck are just incredible. Here I can't feel that, and I'm actually glad about that, because I don't know if I would survive that. Okay. I must confess I'm a bit tired here, because I have to stay really focused, and I also did not drive longer races for a very long time. I wanted to make 2 or 3 even hours race, but I decided that I will do only 1 hour because I did not have enough time, and also, yeah, that would be just too exhausting, and rather in real life no one drives 3 hours in a row in conditions like that, so yeah. I don't think I said that right, but I hope you know what I mean. Whoa. Yeah, I have to still be focused, because as you can see, it's really easy to make a mistake. Probably I should go for the 4th gear there, because I hit the ref limiter, but it's just for a second, and I don't know if I would have time to reduce 2 gears in such a short braking. That's why I'm not in a conditions like that. Normally I go for 4th gear in that part of track, but not in conditions like that. a bit wide, or maybe I would even say very wide. I'm wondering if I will be lapped in that race, but I don't think so. Maybe if I would be driving 2 or 3 hours, like I said, the faster cars would just lap me, but I don't think it will happen there, but we'll see. I will get a blue flag, so I will have to let them go anyway, so... And that's what I would do even without blue flags, because I wouldn't like to race with people who are lapping me, especially when they are so much faster. That would be just stupid. Yeah, that sound of that car is just beautiful. I just can't stop admiring it. It's actually how the V8 and how the gearbox should sound. The old V12, by the way, was very nice, but in the 2013 model of Aston Martin. But I must confess that that sound is just amazing. Hey, what's happening? My tires are gone, or I'm choosing the wrong racing line? I don't know. I've got really big problems now. I don't know why. To keep the car at the right pace, to hit the apex of corners and not to spin. I don't know what's happening, but I have to focus again, I think. We'll see how the lap time will be. But as far as I can see, I lost about a second. So that's not nice. I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. But yeah, sometimes it's really hard to be consistent in conditions like that. Especially that I don't exactly know how the car will behave, because the conditions are changing. I mean, the rain is still very heavy, so the track, and there aren't so many cars, because if there were more, probably they would clear a bit water on the track, but as there are only 10, the track becomes more wet and more. So some parts are just becoming very slippery, which weren't at the start of the race, so I have to watch out for that. Wow, I thought for a while that there are cars standing there, but no. It was just my imagination. Okay, nice racing line again. Right. well, with other cars driving on a curb and pushing the accelerator would be suicidal, but here I can do it. I was wondering if I used the right word, but I guess yes. Free piff puffs again. I don't want to touch the outside curb because it's very easy to spin there, as Ferrari of SMP Racing did, by the way, and that's why they did not finish the SWAT 24-hour. But still, God, they gained maybe the biggest amount of points because they were first after 6 and 12 hours. So well managed tactic. Ferrari with good tactic, it's just funny if we see at F1, but yeah, in GT3 things look different, sorry. Whoops. That was close. I've not ever hit this wall, but sometimes I were really close, and that would be just ridiculous if you hit that. I shouldn't change gear while I'm in that pedal because it's easier to spin. Whoa. Again, not much grip. I don't know how my lap times are looking at the moment because I'm not focused on that, to be honest. I'm just focused on driving safely. Wow, that's why I did not want to touch that curb, and I was successfully doing that in last laps, but now I failed, and in other cars I would probably just spin, but Aston is amazing. I really like that car. I would even say that it's my favorite car in the game now. Of course, maybe you don't know that, but I'm Ferrari fan, and my favorite car was always Ferrari, but in game I don't really enjoy its sound. It's okay, but not perfect like in real life. And I don't really like it, to be honest. And the Aston, I don't know if it sounds realistic or not, but it just sounds amazing, and it's a fact. So, and the sound is really important, at least for me, so that's why I really like that car. And also I really like how it behaves and drives, so I can say that at this moment I would say that Aston is my favorite car in this game. And it's not just because it's new, because for example the McLaren 720, if I'm right, I did not enjoy driving it. Just Aston. It's amazing. third. I don't know if that was good idea or not, but I could push more accelerator and not spin, which is nice. I've got nice line again. I feel like I've just said something, and of course I had to ruin that corner, but not so much. Wow, that was a simple, I didn't want to say that, short lag, but I don't know if something happened or it's just very wide there now. Whoa, what is happening? I have completely no grip now. I have to focus now, because I don't know what is happening, if the rain has increased or what, but I don't feel how my car... Maybe I should say that I don't know how my car will behave, but feel. Sorry for talking without sense probably, but I'm really focused now and I just try not to spin. By the way, it's 17th lap, as far as I see. Okay. Let's see how grip will be there. It's okay, so there shouldn't be any problems. Well, but here the situation looks a bit different. And there especially, because I have absolutely no grip. And here I have to brake earlier to be sure that I won't go too wide, but still went on a straight line, but really that's not my fault. When I don't have grip, I just try to drive slower and to not have any of understeer or oversteer, but it's not always possible. I'm not sure if the car is not behind me, I mean quite close, but maybe it's just... maybe I saw something that is not in reality. Yeah, definitely the conditions are worse now, because I'm having, or maybe I have problems with keeping the car in a straight line, so it's funny. Too late on brakes. That was my fault that time, but in other situations I feel like the conditions are just becoming I don't know, I guess becoming worse and worse. at least for a while, because I'm doing better lap times than I was doing at the start, but it's because I'm just improving my pace, trying to improve. Successfully or not, but yeah. I don't know what my best lap is at the moment, but I guess about 244.3, if I remember right. I'm not sure about that. Please stop lagging, because I can't focus when it's lagging, and I have to stay focused, especially now. Look at that! No grip. Completely. It's just awful. Okay. Nice go through there. Or maybe nice run, I mean. I had an impression that for a while my wiper did not work properly. I mean, I had water on the part of my windscreen, but I'm not sure about that. I'll check it later on video if I will remember. To 44.4, it's okay. 0.6, so my timer on the behind the steering wheel, you probably don't see anything on it. I also don't see many things because I've got low resolution, because I don't want lags. I just rather to have worse graphics but smooth gameplay. But anyway, it shows a bit lower lap times than they actually are when I cross the line. I don't know how many laps left, but I hope soon it will end, because I'm becoming more and more tired, because it's really hard to drive in the conditions like that. And also try. Let's say I'm trying to speak English. If I speak, I wouldn't say so, because I just make some sentences which doesn't have any sense, but I hope you will understand what I mean. By the way, it was nice racing with that Lexus, I think. The moment of very good racing. And then he disappeared. I don't know, maybe he had a puncture or something like that. Or maybe he is still driving behind me, but I don't see him, because he is too far away and I've got better pace. I'll see it on replay. I won't be showing you the replay because I want to show you just the race, so when I will finish I will just go the last lap where I will be driving to the pit, but that will be the end. I will just watch the replay alone and shot some screenshots, so I will make a nice thumbnail.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
Thank you. Oh, it's quite late when I'm recording it at night, but yeah. I think soon that race will finish and I could go to sleep. Okay, I used 78, if I see right, liters of fuel, so it's really not much. Not nicest racing life through there. And I'm not talking, you can just hear and admire the beautiful sound of that Aston. It's... yeah, I would say that I'm speechless about that. It's just the best car sound, or maybe one of the best car sounds in games I've ever heard, so really well done. That lap won't be as good as the last one, as far as I can see, but still will be okay. I can go faster there. That was a bit scary to go on a curb, but yeah, I managed to keep it clean. By the way, it's the first time on my channel when I drive in rainy conditions in Assetto Corsa Competizione. I've never driven in rainy conditions on my movies. I've never driven on Spa, and I've never driven an Aston Martin, and I've never talked English, so it's very new. On the final lap, okay. Wow, so I'm nearly lapped. But I won't be. Ha. So as he is on the final lap, I will do... wait. I will do 2 laps more. So... okay. Because that one... or no, sorry. Yeah, 2 laps. Yeah. I will finish this and then he will finish the race and I will have to finish the next one, yeah. So everything is fine. Probably I should go for 3rd gear here. But I have to... but I don't have power when I'm in the 3rd gear here, so I'd rather to stay in 2nd. I'm wondering if the Lexus was lapped, by the way. We'll see it on the results, which will appear in the left of the screen at the end of the race. I also really like how ABS and the traction control sounds in that car. It's really realistic, and that's just amazing. Also the turbocharger and other parts the suspension, everything makes amazing and realistic sounds. Okay, so I am on the final lap now. Soon I will get the message that the leader have finished the race. Has finished the race. But I will have to finish.
Leader has finished, right?
Yeah, thank you. So I'm nearly lapped. I'm glad that this race did not that I didn't do 2 or 3 hours race, because I would be lapped several times probably. I'm really wondering if the Lexus was lapped or not. And on which position am I now? Because probably somebody who crashed pitted and I overtook him in pits, and I don't know, but it was lonely, and it actually still is a lonely race, so maybe not very interesting, but let's say that driving in the conditions like that is very difficult, and at least for me it was amazing fun. As you can see, there are fireworks. Or fireworks, I don't know. I'm mixing something from a game, other game. There are fireworks there, and I guess there are just fireworks. That's what I meant. Sorry, I don't know how to say that properly, but yeah. It's the last time when we go on that straight, on a very long straight, which normally I go flat, but today I had to lift off because, as you can see, there is absolutely no grip. Okay, through the bus stop chicane for the last time. Yes, I'm so glad that I did this race absolutely clean. I'm 7th. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Great job. Guys, I'm really happy about the result. Look at that. I started 10th, I'm 7th. I overtook both of AM cars, so that's really nice. We'll just go slowly through the last lap. Wow, that was really, I'm very tired after that 1 hour. Maybe it doesn't look like, but it is really exhausting. Even sim racing, but in conditions like that, really it's not easy. Okay. Just not to crash now, because it would be just ridiculous, but as far as I can see, I finished I crossed the line as a last one, because every other car had finished the race before me. The white flag, the blue flag, but it doesn't know anything now, because they're just waving because the race is finished. It's amazing that even details like that are in game. It really makes you feel like in real life. I'm driving with one hand and with only right foot, by the way, because I'm normally braking with left. Now I'm just driving slowly, so I'm braking with the right foot and steering with only one wheel, as I don't have to focus now and just can go slowly to the pits. Those paddles here are also very, very dangerous if you go too fast through there. Okay, but I can push a bit, but not so much. 170. It's quite slow, but for conditions like that, I wouldn't say that it's very slow. Yeah, I used, by the way, 87 liters of fuel, so I still have got 33 in my fuel tank. Okay, pit limiter on. Is every car in a pit now? Already? I don't see, but yes, I think yes. I don't have much space, so I will have to go like that. Nice parking skills right there. Okay. Wait, I will turn off the wipers and everything. I'm glad that I did not end my session, but I'm in the right place. So thank you for watching. That was amazing experience. Firstly, to drive in a conditions like that, to race on Spa, to drive Aston Martin, and to talk English for the first time on my movies. I hope you understand what I said, and that's about it. Thank you for watching. See you on other videos, and have a nice holiday.